Hello and welcome back to TechnoSurgeon YouTube channel. So we have got a news regarding why 8 GB VRAM is not indeed good. It comes from computer base basically, and they had reviewed like the RTX 5060 Ti 8 GB versus 5060 Ti 8 GB and 16 GB variants, and with PCI 4.0 and PCI 5.0. And basically what they found out is like if you have RTX 5060 Ti 16 GB both at 4.0 and 5.0, you don't see any performance difference. But when you compare it to 8.0, PCI 5.0 is getting pretty nice up, like the performance is good. But at 8 GB variant at PCI 4.0, you are getting like 14% less performance, which is bad at 1440p. And also, yeah, you can see over here there is like a massive difference of 17% in this scenario also. So overall we can see that when you have 8 GB at PCI 4.0 lane, uh, you get way less performance when you have it at 5.0 lane. Don't know the issue behind it, but yeah, according to them, it is because of the lanes which PCI 4.0 provides, which is 8 less than PCI 5.0. That's why the performance difference is pretty high. And 8 GB VRAM variant also. So 8 GB VRAM variant has like it needs more lanes to give that kind of performance which NVIDIA says to you. So yeah, this is also like one of a bad thing about 8 GB VRAM variant. And yeah, we can see why AMD just scrapped their RX 9060 XT with 8 GB. Maybe this was one of the issues. Like, yeah, the new standard generally offers no advantage over PCI 4.0 as in immediate evident in the article with the RTX 5060 Ti. Whether the graphics card operate at 4.0 and 5.0 makes no difference, but because both of these cards supports PCI 5.0 and you should have the latest motherboards to run this graphics card. But if you have like an older graphics card, older motherboard which only has 4.0 lanes, and you're putting RTX 5060 Ti with 8 GB, you will getting less performance. Do keep this in mind. Next up, we have news regarding NVIDIA's RTX Pro 6000 Blackwell GPUs, and it is now available and it starts at a whopping 9,000 euros. Yeah, you heard that right. It's 9,000 euros. The workstation is based on GB202 GPU. It's on sale. It's an AI powered. We already went over it, but it comes with 96 GB of GDDR7 RAM. Do note it's an error correction memory. So it's a different kind of a memory, and the lowest price is 8,982, including 21% VAT, which is incredibly expensive. And also, one Redditor has published the GPU which they recently acquired. Interesting, the card was purchased with the help of 5,000 grant from NVIDIA. Don't know, you might get this grant or not, we don't know, but still you get it for like 3,000 bucks, which is literally expensive. You do get triple the memory, full 8 full GPU cores, but this is for professional AI work and not for gaming. So the gaming performance is not going to get that massive uplift. But yeah, still the pricing of this cards is pretty expensive. Yeah, it's literally more expensive. Lastly, we have some news regarding RTX 5080 Super. We already knew it is going to come with 24 GB of memory and RTX 5070 Super with 18 GB configuration. We already went over it in the previous videos and we already knew it was coming. But now we have more leak as it comes from most lawyers that as we have AIB had 24 GB of 50 RTX 5080 and 18 GB 5070 configuration in lab since 2024. In fact, those leaks like 5080 boxes from a few months ago with 24 GB on them were connected to these projects. Basically, NVIDIA been telling us to put those variant on hold while they wait for high capacity DDR7 to become cheap enough to be worth it for gamers. However, this week we were told that the Super Series is likely happening in 2025 and that we should be prepared to finalize some highly overclocked variant of GB203 and GB205 as the 5080 Super 24 GB and 5070 Super 18 GB. So this just basically tells us that NVIDIA was hoping to get the GDDR7 memory cost lowered before making these graphics card officials, but now they are planning otherwise. And if this plans moves forward, it's not 100%. I'd estimate supercards will be 7 to 15% faster than their non-super brothers. Pricing is still underdetermined, but it kind of sounds that they will either keep the same price or marginally increase them. And RDNA4 has them spooked. So basically, because of AMD, NVIDIA is planning to launch this supercards relatively soon, and they are going to be 7 to 5% fast, 15% faster compared to the non-super cards, and they are going to be priced similarly. And if they are priced similarly, then the performance uplift is good, but RTX 5080 Super literally cost an arm because it's literally 1200 bucks, 1000 to 1200 bucks. So yeah, still, if it's going to be like 1300 bucks, RTX 5080 Super might not be worth it. But let's just see how things turns out. But yeah, that's it from me today. What do you think about the news? Sound off your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll meet you in the next one. Peace out.